players having outstanding offensive years, huge games from the main dudes in BC. Are these guys locks in your mind in terms of fantasy? And is what they're doing giving BC the claim for best team in the league right now?
Listen, let me start by saying this. Vernon Adams is the face of the CFL.
Okay.
There is no question about that right now.
What happened to your wait? What happened to your best player in the league, number one in your rankings, Cody Fajardo?
This is a whole new season. And Cody Fajardo got hurt.
It's a whole new season.
It is a whole new season. Vernon Adams is the face of this league. He cannot do any wrong, barring any injuries, of course. This guy right now, he seems unstoppable. And it seems like anybody that they put around him is going to flourish and succeed. You look at an Alex Hollins, nothing against these guys. Great receivers, and they're showing what they can do. But Vernon Adams is out here doing work. You talk about Justin McInnis. My goodness. To me, this BC offense is one that every team should fear, because here's the thing. You can try to stop the receivers. You might light up a guy by the name of William Stanback in the backfield, because any given day, any given handoff, he can also go off himself. And then whenever you feel like you covered the receivers or you got the box loaded up and William Stanback's not going to run, VA reminds you that I also got legs and I can run. You're going to have to catch me. And so it's so hard to defend a team that has so many weapons the way that they do. And oh, by the way, DB, Mr. Hatcher hasn't returned just yet. And so they're a great team. They're looking really good.
I'm trying to look at this MOP race and figure out, okay, well, what's the path to victory? And who are the legitimate candidates? And the only two candidates I thought that could give Vernon Adams Jr. a run based off of situation, style, play caller, or whatnot, offense, Trevor Harris, Cody Fajardo.
Both
hurt.
Yep.
I don't unless VA himself gets hurt, or unless and now that we see that
evens up the odds.
Yeah, and now that we see Zach Caleros is found and he found some success in Ontario in a different way.
Is he too far back?
Well, he might be, but again, we're talking about if VA gets hurt.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it across the board, right? Maybe Brady Oliveira rushes for 2,000 plus. He was hurt early. I think the only way you can make an argument that it's not VA is if his teammate Justin McInnis breaks a record. But even if he does, all of those yards also go to VA.
Exactly.
So I don't see the path.
It is early.
I don't see a path of anyone else, barring injury, winning the MOP than Vernon Adams Jr. I don't know. If you out there want a cape for your hometown hero, let me know. Explain the story. But man, if he just,
it's gonna be hard. It's going to be hard to argue against VA right now. The trajectory that he has right now and the way that he's got his team rolling is absolutely phenomenal. And then beyond that, I mean, he has the charisma. He has the leadership qualities. His likability. And it's hard to go against him. And it's hard to even not say that at this juncture of the season.
I tried to tell y'all he was Lewis Hamilton when we did the F1 driver, slash CFL player comparison. Well, my guy he's lapping the field. He's on fresh tires. He's feeling good. So we'll see if VA.
Listen, don't hype him too much, because you know what happens when you do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't hype him too much.
That's true.
Leave him alone, man.
I don't want to jinx him.
DB, I'm watching you now, man.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I'll try to talk about the Canadians that are killing it without jinxing them. We talked about Justin McInnis and him potentially breaking a record. And again, part of this is narratives. It would set a new record, but also, give us a Canadian who went over 2,000. Really, there's only 3 people who have ever done it. Alan Pitts in 94, Terry Greer in 83, Daryl Mitchell in 94. We've gone really 30 years, essentially, without someone putting up these types of numbers. So McInnis, again, if he stays on track, and he's not going to play the Ticats secondary every game, so he might come a little bit back to earth. But again, barring health, and we just want these guys to stay healthy to have a shot at these records. But he's being pushed, which is great. Tyson Philpott, he's second in receptions behind McInnes, third in receiving yards behind McInnes and Hollins. Bennett leading the CFL in defensive tackles. Sean White has yet to miss a kick. So we talked about the path to VA for MOP. There are lots of scenarios in terms of MOC. How would you rate this field if you had to give your evaluation?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this: it's gonna be difficult for Ben. As much as he is a tackling machine, we're seeing some extraordinary numbers from Canadian receivers this year. He can get to 100. That's been done before. Okay. But if he really wants to get it, he's gonna have to get to 100.
Timeout. He's saying it like that because he's done it. That's why he's kind of saying it like that.
Because what?
Because you've done it.
I mean, I have, but I've seen other guys do it.
But that's why I've seen other guys.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? It's not about me, DB. We're talking about Ben Laddick, who I actually like, and he is surfacing as a very impactful linebacker for the BC Lions. And again, we're seeing a trend here with regards to these lines.
I know, right?
He's going to need to get 100 for sure. Get the 100, but he's going to have to fill up the stat sheet. I'm talking forced fumbles. I'm talking interceptions.
Well, pick six?
Listen, he's going to have to do. I mean, that's just the life that we chose as defensive players in football. Not impossible, but he needs to get busy. We already saw Brady Oliveira, who was named the MOC last year, and rightfully so with the type of season that he had, and leading the Winnipeg Blue Bombers again to the Grey Cup. But these receivers this year, DB, Philpott, McInnes, both of them already had 200-plus yard games. McInnes had a 243. Tyson Philpott, if I'm not mistaken, had a 226-yard game as well. I mean, it's unheard of what they're doing right now, and it doesn't look like it's going to slow down. We're talking barring injuries. Tyson Philpott is going to have to figure out different ways to be effective and create opportunities for his offense with Cody Fajardo being down, but it will be difficult for anybody else that's not a receiver to get to where those two are at right now when it comes to the race with the MOC.
This is McInnes' award to lose, and we talked about path to get there, and Cody Fajardo's injury really opening up things for Vern Adams. I feel the same way in terms of Tyson Philpott. I'm confident he's going to be the East nominee. I'm not confident he will have the numbers to be able to do it if Cody Fajardo misses extended time with his hamstring injury. Although he scored a touchdown in this previous game from Caleb Evans, he only had 4 catches. Hopefully Cody Fajardo has a speedy recovery, but either way, I think the boys for the BC Lions have inside track on some awards early in the year. It'll be real cool, to see Philpott as a nominee, someone who's from BC going up against, a potential BC player in McInnes. But it's early. We're going to look back at this in like a month and be like, we were a little too soon on things. But
that's what it's about, DB.
I know.
That's what it's about. And I'm excited about seeing these numbers by all of these Canadians and up and coming, if not already established stars in this league. So it's exciting to see, man. The future of this league is in good hands.
No question.